posted a video and I did something I've never done, is ask for subscribers, and I lost 2. So I gained 1 and then I lost 2. So I won't be doing that again. Sorry about that. Well, I'm on my way back to the room. It's hot today. Oh, I forgot I wasn't supposed to talk about the heat here. But I have something new planned for the channel, at least these upcoming videos here. I'm taking suggestions from Wicked Tuna, one of my subscribers. So stand by for that. It's coming shortly, right after this.
How much of the train wheel is going to touch the ground?
So I've got it pretty good here in Iraq, but you have to be able to get here. And I'm going to explain a few things. I've taken some notes that I'm going to refer to about getting a job here. It's not as easy as you might think. And sometimes the living conditions, now I've got it pretty easy here, to be honest with you, in comparison to some other places, to many other places that I have been in war zones. This isn't bad at all. So I'll go over some stuff with you here in a moment. I'm just chilling, just got off work, and I have a cold Mountain Dew, which is something that you don't get everywhere, you know? So yeah, I can whine and moan about things, but I know for a fact it could be a lot worse, because I've had it a lot worse. Not that this is great or anything. So to get a job as a contractor overseas, what do you need? Well, for the most part, you need a security clearance, at least a secret. Because of all the drawdowns in Afghanistan, and I don't know about here, but they basically shut a lot of bases and FOBs, forward operating bases, down, and which left a very high reserve of people, workers, contractors that are unemployed. The pay has gone down and people are grabbing them up. So it's not an easy gig to get. And if you haven't deployed before, there's some entry-level positions you can get. If you're prior military, it's a lot easier. You can be a guard. There's a few guard companies. There's Garda, there's Triple Canopy, and they'll, from what I hear, they'll sponsor a clearance. Or if you're just fresh out of the military, you still have one. The secrets are good for 10 or 11 years now. Yeah. Well, so the contract is changing hands, and I declined the new company's offer. I'm staying with the old company, but it's very temporary. So I've been told that I have to leave Iraq immediately, or at least I have to leave the site. So I got my stuff all out of there, and what I thought was going to be cush, you know, it's my own doing though. I should have signed with the new company if I wanted to stay, but you know, I'll get to see new stuff too. I made it to Salim. Now I have to wait for a shuttle to get to Arifjan, another Air Force base. So yeah, travel over here is wonderful. Well, I made it to Arifjan. Okay, so what I wanted to talk about was changing contracts. Right now, the company I currently work for is changing contracts. Their contract has expired and the new company is coming in, and I refused to sign my resignation letter for the old company by the new company, who had it all pre-printed out and ready to go. But if I can do 4 more months, now the trick to overseas work is 330 days. Usually contracts are either, well, they split them up many ways. You can do 60 on, 30 days off. They send you away. But the trick is 330 days you get tax-free. This is 2019, so it's $105,500 is tax-free if you're out of the United States for 330 days. So if you're shy of that, you can go to another country. You can go to Thailand, Philippines, Cambodia, Spain, Paris. You can do what you want, as long as you don't go back to the United States. So changing contracts is problematic sometimes, and sometimes they just end and you don't get hired on and you go home, or you have to find another gig. What else do I want to tell you about contracting? It's lonely, pretty lonely. You'll meet some good people and you'll meet some real assholes. Let me collect my thoughts and see what else I can talk. Oh, what to bring. All right, when you get to wherever you're going, you go through places like this one where I'm transient. They're hubs, they're arrival points. They generally have a really good PX. So I would suggest not bringing things that you don't need. You can buy socks here, you can buy underwear, you can buy t-shirts. There's always t-shirts around. There's printed t-shirts. You know, they're average priced for a printed t-shirt. Sometimes they're $10. The PX, the exchange, don't do soldiers any favors. You have basically the same rights to eat as soldiers and buy things and whatever. Most contracts, unless you're a guard, which is a shitty job. Well, I don't want to say that because I'm sure there's a lot of guards out there, but they perform a function that's valuable. They don't pay all that great, but it's a good entry-level position. In other words, if you don't have a security clearance, and I think I spoke about that earlier, you can get one through a guard company. Anyway, things like soap and shampoo and all that stuff, don't pack to the brim and bring a bunch of crap you don't need. You will need some flip-flops to take a shower. I wouldn't bother, I mean, unless you've got a bad neck or something, I wouldn't bother bringing pillows. Everywhere you go, there's billeting, and You check into billeting, they give you linen if you need it. Sometimes you'll end up in a tent with a bunch of other people. It's good to have a sleeping bag. I spent the extra money and got one that packs up into about a bundle about this big. Backpacking stuff, lightweight, with a liner in case you're in a cold environment. They have chow, breakfast, lunch, dinner, and then a midnight chow. What else? Good pair of boots. And make sure that they fit before you get here, you know. A pair of tennis shoes. I didn't bring any, but you know, a lot of people do, especially if you're going to the gym. Pair of shorts for the gym, or some sweats. I don't gym. I'm just an old fat guy. Well, I'm not so fat anymore. It's a good place to lose weight over here, that's for sure. And you'll do a lot of walking. But importantly, boots and socks that fit your boots. Because when you buy socks here, they may be a different thickness than the ones you had prior when you sized your boots. Boots are important. I got, this go around, I got 5'11s. I got the zipper side, and that seems to work for me. You're in and out of your boots a lot. At home, I have a pair of Rockies, and I really like them. They're actually more comfortable than the 5'11s, but I think the 5'11s are a little more durable. All right, what else? You can get a towel at the PX that is one of these microfiber towels that fold up very small. I would suggest a backpack and a suitcase. Get a really cheap piece of junk suitcase, pretty good size one, that you're gonna leave behind. And when you get to CRC, which is the CONUS Replacement Center in El Paso, Texas at Fort Bliss, everybody has to go through CRC. Well, it depends on your company, but 95% of the people have to go through CRC that are gonna deploy. And they sell a suitcase at CRC, and go onto their website, check out their website, CRC Fort Bliss, and you'll find the approved suitcases. So when you get to CRC, go to the PX, or if you have a base, if you're retired or whatever, you've got a CAT card or a retirement ID, you go onto the nearest base and get you a rolling suitcase. And it's really important that it has 3 big wheels on the bottom. I'll show you a picture. Well, I think I've already shown pictures of it. So at CRC, you're going to get issued all your battle rattle gear. Vest, helmet, chem gear, yada yada yada. It's gonna be, it will be a full sea bag. So you're gonna be dragging around a full sea bag. They're not like when I was in the military. Now they have shoulder straps, like a backpack straps. So you put these, you put that on your back. You've got your backpack for all of your daily gear, you know, stuff you're gonna need while in transit or while you're TDY at another site or whatever. You put that on the front, and then you drag your suitcase. And the cool thing about these big suitcases you can get at the PX is you can drag them through this stuff. Gravel. And if you have just Joe homeowner's suitcase with your little rattly wheels that are made for airports, it's not gonna cut it here. And they're gonna get slammed around, they're gonna get thrown on helicopters, they're gonna get palletized, they're gonna be thrown onto pallets and strapped down with, you know, everybody else's gear. So that's what I suggest. Those are a few suggestions. Anyway, I know this video is probably running long, so thanks for tuning in, and thanks Wicked Tuna for the suggestion to the day in the life or whatever. I just wish I didn't have to walk like 880 steps to go pee. Sometimes billeting puts you far away from everything. It's about 3/4 of a mile to the chow hall and to the PX and everything else. So anyway, I'm getting off track here. Thanks for joining me. I got yesterday I hit 6 months in country. Can't wait till it's over. Start my CNC business. Make some wood. Manlywoodco.com or something. No, I don't know what to call it. But anyway, please subscribe if you liked this video, and hit that little bell next to the subscribe button. Let me know that you want to see future videos, and I'm out. We'll see you later. Where's the lens? I hit the wrong side, and I'm out.